Hi all. So I guess I'll be starting the webinar now. We have been waiting for participants and more of you are joining it. Um, Let me give you guys a quick introduction about what CABIL is about. A lot of you guys are aware of CABIL. You guys would have joined through CABIL WhatsApp groups that we circulated the webinar in, and most of you guys would be our members. Most of you guys would have uh, attended our meetups. I'll just give you, for all those guys who are new, I'll just give you what CABIL is about. CABIL is basically stands for CA Business International Launchpad. So over about 1 year back, one and a half year back, a few of our fellow chartered accountants, we met and we kind of felt the need to have an alumni network similar to what other premier institutes like IITs and IIMs have. We tried to have an alumni network and we started out with small meetups in Pune. This was a non-profit uh, activity that we were doing. And from Pune, this spread to multiple cities, and from many CAs from across India have joined CABIL. What we've learned over the many months that we've been doing meetups in all these cities is that we were not creating much business value, although we did have good participation in that. Now, to order to create business value, we've kind of opened up the community. We've tried reaching out to potential partners through which we can get business. We've collaborated with a few government organizations. We are international government organizations as well as Indian government organizations. So today the webinar is about Dubai. I'll give you a quick overview of what we've done in Dubai, and the webinar would talk about what we've already done and what we are hoping to achieve. So what we've done is we've kind of opened up the doors from the government offices in Dubai to all our participants, where you guys can become channel partners with the government of Dubai, right? We've already done this exercise. We had been to Dubai last June, where about 25 chartered accountants participated, and we had a successful response. Now, most of the members that you will meet today as speakers were our participants for the June 2024 tour. I will now introduce CA Kapil Talreja, CA Abhishek Bhavsar, CA Jitin Goswami, and CA Roman Shah. Kapil has been one of the uh, main champions of taking chartered accountants from India to Dubai. He has helped many chartered accountants across a couple of years to set up base in Dubai. CA Abhishek Bhavsar is an expert in marketing branding, although he's a chartered accountant, and he also is an expert in transfer pricing. He will talk about the value of brand positioning for all you guys when you are going global. Uh, CA Romil and so CA Romil is a wealth management consultant. He has been creating wealth management activities between India and Dubai. And CA Jitin has entered into channel partnerships with all the government organizations, and he'll be talking about his experience in working with the government of Dubai over the last few months. I would now request CA Kapil to please come forward and talk about his expertise and experience in Dubai.
Hi everyone, how are you all? I believe this is one of the sessions we have been waiting for to happen since a long time. Uh, so let me share the screen as well so that we can have a good coordination when I speak. Uh, Abhishek, if you can just allow me to share the screen. Yeah, perfect. I hope every one of you are able to see the screen. There is a simple question for which we have joined the session today, right? First of all, why Dubai for practicing professionals? What's there in Dubai for the practicing professionals? Like if I talk about the Indian chartered accountants, what's there in Dubai for the Indian chartered accountants who are looking to start the practice, particularly in Dubai? And can we start our practice in Dubai? This is the second question that keep coming up to me each and every time. So I'll start with one of the basic questions, that is why we should why there is a need for the practicing professionals from India to settle in Dubai and to start practicing Dubai, right? Perfect. Yeah. So the first and the foremost reason is about your customer. Why you should start your practice in Dubai? Because your customer, the your businessman, we can say the businessman or the entrepreneur, they are moving to Dubai for setting up their businesses. Now, why they are moving towards Dubai for setting up the businesses, that's a separate question. I'll answer all on that part as well. But if I say that your customer, your prospect is moving towards Dubai for setting up his business or her business in Dubai, then ideally he or she will also need your services related to the setups, compliance services. Compliance services can be related to the taxation as well as for auditing as well as for bookkeeping as well. And of course for advisory related services as well. So if your customer is in Dubai, so ideally he will also need your support, right? So this is the one of the major reasons, because the entire world is moving towards Dubai. So ideally, being an Indian professional, if the Indians are moving towards Dubai, we should also move towards Dubai for starting a practice, because there is a need of uh, providing the services, at least for the Indian customers who are starting their business there, right? Second, if I compare the revenue that we earn from the UAE customers, and if I compare the fees that we earn, even if we provide the compliance services or the return filing services to the Indian customers in India, there's a huge gap between the services and the revenue that we are getting from Dubai side as well as from the India side. Like if I just give you an example, for corporate tax registration, many of you are not aware, might not be aware that corporate tax is applicable now in Dubai. So if I go, if my customer is looking for the corporate tax registrations, then ideally what charge do you expect that we will be charging from that particular customer? So ideally it's around 500 dirham to 750 dirham. This is the minimum charge that we take at just for taking the corporate tax number for the customer. So it somewhere comes around uh, it's a hardly it's hardly a 5-10 minutes work. It's all online. It's hardly 5-10 minutes work. But for that thing, if I convert these fees into the INR, it's somewhere comes around 12,000 to 17,000, just for giving 5-10 minutes for registering the customer for the corporate tax registration. Now, if I compare this thing with the Indian side, that let's say one of the customers coming to us and he wants us to issue the he wants the GST related services, that he wants to apply for the GST number or the PAN number. How much do we charge? 1,000 max, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. That's the max thing. That's the max I'm talking about. Generally, I have seen many people who are providing free services as well. But for the GST certificate, for the GST registration, ideally it's 2 to 3,000 or 4,000, right? So you can compare the kind of fees gap that is there if you provide the services, the same services in UAE and the same services that you provide in India. Third, you get the chance to provide services to one of the biggest corporates to whom you may not have been able to provide the services in case if the customer was looking for the Indian services. Like example, if I talk about the listed companies, most of us we don't provide any kind of services. If I'm in India, most of us we don't provide any services. We haven't got any chance to provide services to this kind of big corporate, because generally big four are there already, and or it can be like a mid-sized firm or a large size firm is already there to provide them the services. So they don't need us for providing any kind of services related to the income tax or GST or any kind of advisory, right? Even though you might spend 10 years, 20 years or 30 years in the practice in India, but the same thing, it will happen. I mean, you will not be able to get such kind of customers for providing the services. However, when I say about UAE or any global destination, there, if any of the listed companies or if any of the big corporates in India are looking to set up their business and they're looking for the registration related processes and for the advisory and taxation services, ideally you can be the best person to guide them. You get the chance there. to prove your services to such kind of companies. And once you get the chance, and once they become your customer for at least for UAE, then you have the chance to provide them the services for the India as well. You so going through the global doors, you will be able to provide services to the big corporates who are, who are in the top 10, top 20, or top 100 in India. I personally, if I say about myself, we have some of listed companies who are working with us, who have started the business in Dubai through us, right? If I would have provided them, or if I would have approached them for providing the services related to the India market, I don't think I would have had the chance to make them as my customer, right? Apart from this, there are multiple reasons. We can discuss that particular thing when we will be meeting physically. But these are the some of the major reasons why Dubai is demanding a practicing professionals from India. Now, coming to the second point, that is related to why Dubai for the businesses. If your customer is telling you that he's looking to open a company in Dubai, have you tried to understand why is he moving to Dubai for setting up his entity? There are multiple reasons for that as well. Uh, just a second. Let me share you that screen as well. Mm, perfect. So why businesses are moving towards Dubai? So there is one of the important reason is Dubai is, in the past it was like Dubai was only a tourist place. Now it's like Dubai, along with the tourist place, is also a business hub. They keep coming up with the business exhibitions, business events, you can say, which is related to each and every industry. Like recently, there was a GITEX event, which was the one of the biggest events that has happened across the globe in year 2024, that is related to the IT industry. So there were all the major players from the IT industry. You can name Microsoft, you can name Google, any player who is related to the IT, that particular big enterprise was present in GITEX. If we speak about the second event, that is Gulf Food happens in February every year in Dubai. So this is the biggest food event that happens across the globe in Dubai. Big Fire Global is related to the construction event. So why these people come to here? Why these people? Why, if I say about an Indian business person, if he's looking to establish his entity in Dubai, if he's looking for growing his business, then he would definitely try to go to Dubai for meeting such kind of enterprises, because that is a common place where all the major players come and you get a chance to meet them. This is the second reason. In Dubai, you get the chance to meet you get the chance to meet the people from all the different nationalities. People come from US, UK, European countries, Australia. You name any of the country, you will be able to find the people from different nationalities there. So when I say about different nationalities, people from different nationalities, then it means that these can be your prospects as well. If you get a chance to meet them physically, if you get the chance to meet them virtually over there, there are high chances that they can become your prospect. They can become your customers as well. So that's the reason businesses from India are moving towards Dubai. Third is Dubai itself is creating a business platform. Like they are trying to make business easy for many of the countries. Like they have recently started with the EU market, which is one of the China's market. So it is in the first phase right now. But when I say about this thing, that there is one China market, so it means that in future, once all the things have done, once they have come up with all the phases, this is the first phase that is happening. So after that, if I am a kind of person, if I am a kind of businessman who visits China with to get the customers or to meet with the suppliers, you don't need to go to China then. You just need to come to Dubai and meet the suppliers in the EU market, and you will be able to get the best deals from here. Second, for India particularly, there's a Bharat Mart, which is proposed to come in the same area, Dubai Traders Zone. It will be coming in Jan 20. It's going to be physically launched in 2025. There are already expression of interest which they have started taking, but for the stores, they will be starting accepting the applications from 2025. So Bharat Mart is for the Indian stores. So whosoever is having a entity in India, is having a store in India, if he's looking to open a store in Dubai, then Bharat Mart is one of the places where they can open the where they can open the store, and they will get the chance to meet people from different nationalities who are coming there just for as a just for the it can be for any reason, for the business, for the tourism, but at least you will get the chance to meet such kind of people if you have the store there. Third, इसको बंद करेंगे. Third, DIFC Innovation Center, which is related to the IT as well as for the startups. So they have started creating a platform where they will be keeping all the people, all the startups at one place, and you can like meet all such kind of people if you're looking to invest in some of the enterprises from there. DMCC is also one such kind of free zone which is providing all these type of services. So there are multiple reasons. Apart from this, if I say about in the terms of financial side, taxes are zero, corporate tax is 0% as well as the 9%. But there has been some recent announcements. In case if you fulfill all the conditions which the federal tax authority has given, then in that case the corporate tax is 0%. Unless and otherwise, even if I say it's not 0%, in that case it's like up to 100,000 USD. I'm talking in USD. Up to USD 100,000 profit, there's no corporate tax. After that, on the additional profit, you will be charged 9% corporate tax. In that case, also, if you fulfill some of the certain conditions, that tax will also go to zero. If we talk about VAT, it's 5%, is one of the lowest one across the globe. That is also charged on the local sales only. If you are exporting, then there's no VAT, right? Apart from this, Dubai, as I mentioned, is kind of a place which is on a kind of strategic location. It's between Asia, Europe, and Africa. So the location is also prime. That's why you will be able to see many Europeans there, many Africans there, many Asian people there, right? Third is the merchant trading benefit. In India, if I say the people, the businesses who are into the merchant trading, they face very much difficulties dealing with the RBI if they are looking to do that merchant trading business. Merchant trading is nothing but a high sea sales. Those who are aware about the high sea sales, it means your customer is sitting in China and your supplier sitting in US. You are sitting in India, so you can directly export that material from US to China, right? So this is called as a high seals. So for high seal sales, RBI or India doesn't promote it. There are very much restrictions. Dubai is a kind of place where there's no restrictions on the merchant trading. So this is also one of the reasons why people are moving towards Dubai. Import-export data confidentiality. Nowadays, the thing has been like many of the people are moving towards Dubai because they don't want their data, which is, I mean, they have the insecurity about their data, and they feel that the customs department or their import export data is getting what we can say, it's getting released, or there's no confidentiality about their import export data in India. So what they are doing, they are creating an entity in Dubai. They are sending the material to Dubai, and then from Dubai entity they are sending it to wherever they want to play, they want to ship. So on the basis of that confidentiality issues, people are moving from India to Dubai, right? Of course, after that, there are multiple benefits. There's 100% ownership that you get. There's 100% repatriation of funds. You get the access to the worldwide customers. There's no paid-up capital requirement over there. There are many reasons. So, yeah. So the point was like, these are the reasons why you should, being a professional, should go to Dubai for providing the services to your customers who are looking to settle in Dubai for the business. At the end, before handing over the session to Punitji, I'll just show you the map of UAE. If you can see, Abu Dhabi is one of the biggest emirates in UAE. It's the biggest emirate, of course, in UAE. Then comes Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Quwain, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, right? And Saudi Arabia is just nearby UAE, and Oman is also on the right side of the UAE. So generally, Abu Dhabi, like if I say the ruler of Abu Dhabi is considered as the president of UAE, and the Sheikh of Dubai, the ruler of Dubai, is considered as the prime minister of UAE. This is just for your knowledge. Yeah. Uh, Thank you so much, and I'll hand over session to the Punitji. Punitji, if you can just come forward.
थैंक यू कपिल जी।
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क का प्रॉब्लम चल रही थी, मैंने इसलिए ज्वाइन लेट किया है। कपिल जी, आपने बहुत अच्छा तरीके से वैसे दुबई के बारे में बता दिया। मैं जो कवर करने जा रहा हूँ, बेसिकली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेरी मच थैंकफुल टू मुस्तफा, अभिषेक एंड होल काबिल टीम who is instrumental to organize these type of tools and interaction for the benefit of chartered accountants. And really, I have joined this CABIL last year and joined the tour as well. The energy of the CABIL team is marvelous. They have arranged the tour properly. We have interacted with departments. We have interacted with other investors meet as well. Before this tour, I've already incorporated my license in Dubai. But after I'm in this tour, I was in tour. I got to know so much thing. I got to learn so much thing. So I have just to share what is important for Dubai. जो मुझे समझ में आया. First thing is that when in 2017-18 जब सबसे पहले हेलो हेलो मैं बोलता हूँ
Yes, yes,
हेलो
Punitji, you are audible. You are audible.
हेलो इन 2017-18 जब पहली बार वैट आया और after the VAT most of the chartered accountant settled in Dubai for the purpose of giving the consultancy on VAT. And you can't believe that, as I know that over 60 to 70% chartered accountant return back to Dubai because they are not having a proper planning, because they believe that uh, they can do the work from India, they can take the work from Dubai, they can take work from Dubai and they can do the work from India. First is most important thing to for working in Dubai, we have to know the setup of Dubai. As we are Dubai is divided into 7 emirates, and each emirate having a own policy. तो जो सबसे बड़ी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है कि हम 2017-18 में जो मैंने देखा कि मोस्ट ऑफ द चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट वापस आए, उसका बेसिक रीजन ये था कि वो लोग ये सोच के गए कि जब मैं दुबई जाऊंगा, दुबई के क्लाइंट्स पिक करूंगा, दुबई की कंसल्टेंसी में इंडिया में बैक ऑफिस को देके और वहां पे मैनेज करूंगा, विच इज नॉट प्रॉपरली पॉसिबल. अगर आपको दुबई में जाना है, सबसे पहले आपको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि आप अपने इंडियन सेटअप को कैसे चला सकते हैं. वेदर इंडियन सेटअप इज इन ऑटो मोड, आपकी जरूरत है या नहीं है. क्योंकि आप जब भी कोई भी सेटअप स्टार्ट करते हैं, वेदर इन इंडिया यू हैव स्टार्टेड योर प्रैक्टिस, तो आपको एक टाइमलाइन एक लगाना पड़ा, 1 साल या 2 साल प्रैक्टिस में. उसके बाद आप एक कंफर्टेबल पोजीशन पे पहुंचे, हाँ ठीक है यार मेरे बिना भी ऑफिस चल सकता है. तो लाइक एज दुबई में भी जब आपको जाएंगे, तो सबसे पहले इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग ये है कि आप इंडिया में अपने सेटअप को ऑटो मोड में डाल पाए. अगर आपने उसको ऑटो मोड में डाल दिया है और आपके बिना वो ऑफिस सेटअप चल सकता है, तो दुबई जाने का फायदा है. मैं कह रहा हूँ दुबई क्या, मुंबई जाने का भी है. मतलब अगर आप मुंबई के बाहर है तो मुंबई जाने का फायदा है, या मैं अपने ऑफिस प्लेस से कहीं और अपना प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं तो तभी फायदा है जब आप करंट अपने ऑफिस को प्रॉपर तरीके से सेटअप कर पा रहे हैं। उसके बाद सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट कि क्या चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है दुबई में काम करने के लिए, और दुबई इतना एस्पायरिंग क्यों लग रहा है। जब से कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स आया, हर चार्टेड अकाउंट वो प्रैक्टिस करे, जॉब करे, ताकि उसको रेम्युनरेटिव चीजें मिले, बिकॉज द
Puneet,
डिफरेंस ऑफ
Puneet ji, sorry, just to interrupt. Your voice got cut down in between. Right now,
अब आ रही है।
हाँ, आवाज आ रही है sir. And your video is also isn't visible. I'm not sure if you have switched on the video.
वीडियो में टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम नहीं, वीडियो में कुछ
Okay,
टेक्निकल
okay, no
प्रॉब्लम है, बहुत
issues.
देर से
No
मैं
issues. Your voice got cut down, sir, right now. Yeah. Hello. Hello. I think Puneet ji is facing probably a bit difficulties. Second. Puneet ji, just trying to reach out him. I think he's rejoining. Yeah. So meantime, Kapil, I would like you to take certain questions which pertains to, from the attendees which we have received in Q&A section. I'll just read out the question and so that, the attendees can get their answer. So opening a bank account in Dubai these days is not that easy. What is the take on this?
I would say it's like being a consultant or being a chartered accountant. If I'm regularly opening the bank accounts in Dubai, it's not a big thing for us. Of course, for the customers who are trying to go directly to the bank, it's not easy for them. But having said that, if you have the experience that you have been working in Dubai since last so many years, and if you know that what type of activities which bank is going to allow to operate and start the bank account, in that case, you will not face any kind of issues, to be very honest. And being a consultant, for that thing, you can charge them for. I've seen many of the chartered accountants or the consultants just for opening the bank account. Even though we have the good knowledge and we know which bank will be good for the customer, particular considering the kind of activities they are doing. So for that thing, we charge generally around 3,000 to 10,000 dirham. I'm talking in dirham. So it's like, if I say about 3,000 dirham, it's almost like 70, 80,000. Many of us are from India. So generally we haven't seen any we haven't seen any consultant who might be charging for opening the bank account, right? But overseas, when we talk about such kind of services, be it in Dubai or be it in Singapore or be it in any location or be it in the USA as well. So for the opening of bank account, generally consultants charge the service. They charge the service fees. For Dubai specifically, again as I mentioned, there's no such hard thing. It's just you need to remain aware that what type of questions the banker will ask. You need to update your customer that okay, these are the things that he will be asking you, and you need to remain ready with the answers. Like if you are saying that there will be a profile that the customer will have to submit, and in profile if he has shown that he's a director in blah blah company in India, so the banker will try to see online whether can he see any kind of records related to this particular company. If he doesn't find any kind of website, if he doesn't find any kind of web pages or Facebook pages or LinkedIn pages related to that company, definitely will face the issue from the banker. He will see how can I confirm whether the things that you have mentioned in the profile are correct, because I cannot see anything in online. So being a consultant, you are aware that these are the things that they will be asking. So for you it's easy, for customers it becomes hard. And that's where you can charge them a good amount of fees. Yeah. Abhishek, we can move forward to another question.
So Puneet ji has again, joined. Puneet ji, can you now, are you able to talk through this?
हेलो।
Yeah, Punajit.
यस यस।
Yeah.
मैं सॉरी, मैं नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम्स के चला गया था, मैं अपनी बात को आगे कंटिन्यू कर लेता हूँ।
No issues, sir. No issues. Yeah.
तो मेरा पॉइंट ये था कि सबसे पहले वी हैव टू ऑटोमेट आवर ऑफिस, और उस ऑटोमेशन के बाद आप अपने आप को सेल्फ उस मोड डालने के बाद देन वी गो फॉर द एनी अदर चैप्टर ऑफ आवर लाइफ, वेदर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी और एनी टाइप ऑफ बिजनेस दैट रिक्वायर योर पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट, पर्सनल रिक्वायर्ड। तो दुबई में मेरे जाने के बाद बहुत सारी चीजों को जो समझा, वी आर अ वेरी मच knowledgeable community of the world. We everybody respect Indian chartered accountant in India. वो और किसी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फैमिली की नहीं होती है। दे वी आर द टैक्स एक्सपर्ट ऑफ Dubai. Whenever I encounter, because I have a client from Turkey, Colombia, and some other regions, they know they are consulting with me in a confident way that our consulting is such a quick, very good consulting. तो पहली पॉइंट कि हमें दुबई जाने से पहले अपने इंडिया के सेटअप को आगे कहीं पता चले हम अपने इंडिया सेटअप को प्रॉपर मैनेज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, जस्ट टू लिक्रेटिव ऑफर्स वी आर गोइंग दुबई, वहां पर भी अपने आप को मैनेज नहीं कर पाएंगे तो हम मेंटली प्रॉब्लमेटिक एक वे में चले जाएंगे। तो इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हमें ये सेटअप करके फिर दुबई जाना है। दूसरा, दुबई जाने से पहले हमें क्या प्रिपरेशन करनी है, कौन कौन से लॉज एप्लीकेबल हैं जो हमें समझने होंगे, तब जाके हम समझ में आएगा। पहला चीज एक्स, तीसरा IFRS, बिकॉज ऑल बैलेंस शीट आर मेड इन द IFRS फॉर्मेट। चौथा AML, एंटी मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग लॉ, ESR एंड इकोनॉमिक सोशल रिपोर्टिंग, CBCR। सारे लॉस को समझने के बाद हम समझ पाए, हमें समझ में आएगा कि हम अपने क्लाइंट को क्या कंसल्टिंग दे रहे हैं। उसके अलावा दुबई के लोकल लॉस को भी समझना, अगर हमें 5 साल की बैलेंस शीट क्रिएट करना आता है, बैलेंस शीट बनाने आता है, या हमारी कंसल्टेंसी लेने आता है, तो वी आर थिंकिंग अबाउट द इंडियन लॉस, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लाइंट आर बिलोंग्स टू इंडिया ओनली। वहां पे वीजा की कोई नॉर्म्स नहीं चाहिए। लेकिन जब मैं दुबई लॉस में जाता हूँ, तो दुबई लॉ का अगर बात करें तो ओनली रेजिडेंट आर 12%, ऑल अदर आर फ्रॉम आउट ऑफ दुबई। तो वहां पे वीजाज, हर चीज को एक लेवल तक समझना होगा कि वीजा का क्या रूल्स हैं, लेबर लॉ के रूल्स कैसे हैं, पेरोल का क्या रूल है। ये सारी चीजें समझने के बाद हम उस दुबई वर्ल्ड में जाकर अपनी प्रैक्टिस को सेट कर सकते हैं और अपने आप को वहां पे सेट कर सकते हैं। जैसे कुछ कंसल्टेंट की बात करूं तो किस तरीके से कंसल्टिंग करते हैं। पहली चीज, वो लोग देखते हैं कि भाई मैं अगर दुबई में जाके सेटअप करूंगा, तो दे आर यूजली टाई अप विद सम लोकल सीएस। वहां पे लोकल सीए से टाई अप करते हैं, और वहां पे टाई अप करने के बाद और फिर धीरे धीरे करके लर्निंग लेते हैं, एंड दे क्रिएट अ सेपरेट बेस फ्रॉम Dubai. Apart from this, they are doing some like collaborations like कि local laws और other laws जो जिसमें हमारी expertise नहीं है, they will collaborate with other chartered accountants or other professional, and other than that corporate tax, VAT, audits and IFRS हम इंडियन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट अपने पास कर लेते हैं। इसके अलावा अगर दो तरीके से, एक तरीके से काम ये हो सकता है कि हमारा एक मिशन है, हमारी विजन है कि नाउ वी हैव टू सेट अप अ प्रैक्टिस इन दुबई एंड वी आर गोइंग टू रिसाइड इन दुबई। दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग। फिर आपको अपने इंडियन काम से मोह नहीं है। अगर आप इंडिया में नहीं रहना चाहते हो, इंडिया में अपने प्रैक्टिस सेटअप नहीं करना चाहते, देन यू गो देयर एंड यू विल स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिस लाइक इंडिया। डेफिनेटली आप दुबई में जब काम करेंगे तो आप इंडिया के फॉरेन एक्सचेंज से अपने एक्सचेंज को देखेंगे तो आपकी इनकम डेफिनेटली आपको हाई दिखाई देगी। दूसरा, टैक्सेबिलिटी वहां पे जब आप अर्न करोगे, दैट इज 9% इफ इन केस ऑफ लाइसेंस, बाकी आपकी पर्सनल टैक्सेशन बिल्कुल है नहीं। तो एक सबसे बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है। दूसरा एक इंपॉर्टेंट टास्क ये है, क्योंकि हम कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स की कंसल्टेंसी की बात करते हैं, जिसके लिए नॉर्मली चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट वहां पर गया, तो वो कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स की नॉलेज बहुत अच्छे से आनी चाहिए। मैं क्या देख रहा हूं कि वहां पर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स या कोई भी प्रोफेशनल है, मेरी जो नॉलेज में रहे, वो बहुत सारी कंसल्टेंसी कुछ गलत तरीके से दे रहे हैं। तो वो एक इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है कि हमारा ब्रांड नेम खराब नहीं होना चाहिए। दूसरी बात, जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर अगर हम स्टार्टिंग में जाते हैं, जो आगे आपको, हमारा एक रेवेन्यू कैसे जनरेट होगा, रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट काम है बिजनेस सेटअप। अब बिजनेस सेटअप के लिए हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फ्री जोन्स के साथ अपने आप को पार्टनर बना सकते हैं, और उन पार्टनर्स के थ्रू रेफरल हमें मिलेगा, उस रेफरल के थ्रू हम बात कर सकते हैं। अब पॉइंट क्या है कि लोगों को सबसे पहले यह समझना होगा कि हम जो कंसल्टेंसी दे रहे हैं, दैट इज, जब हम दुबई, हमारा कोई क्लाइंट या इंडिया का कोई भी क्लाइंट दुबई में कंपनी खोलने जाना, दुबई में लाइसेंस लेना चाहता है या दुबई में बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहता है, तो नॉर्मली ही ट्राइज कि उसकी कॉस्ट कम आए, और वो उस कॉस्ट को कम करने के लिए कोशिश करता है कि दुबई में ही किसी कंसल्टेंट से बात करे। दुबई का कंसल्टेंट वहां पे आपको कंसल्टेंसी नहीं दे रहा, दे आर सेलिंग द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ बिजनेस सेटअप, और हमें यहाँ पर कंसल्टेंसी देनी है। दोनों का फर्क क्या है, कंसल्टेंसी देने का और उसमें फर्क क्या आता है, कि अगर मैं दुबई में कोई भी सेटअप दे रहा हूं, तो अगर दुबई का कंसल्टेंट होगा, वो कहेगा सर इस फ्री जोन में ले लो, यहाँ सबसे सस्ता है, तो वो इस तरह से बेचता है। लेकिन मैं अगर आपसे बात करूं, तो आपको पॉइंटर बनाने पड़ेंगे क्लाइंट से बात करने के लिए, व्हाट इज योर ऑब्जेक्टिव टू ओपन अ कंपनी इन दुबई, what is the objective, whether they want to do B2B, whether they want to do B2C, what वो उसका प्रॉफिट कैसे उसको इंडिया लेके आना है, उसको अगर दुबई में बिजनेस करना है या दुबई से सीधा एक्सपोर्ट करना है। सो ये कंडीशंस को अगर देखा जाए तो वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि अगर दुबई के सेटअप को समझे तो मैं 3 डिवाइड में बात करता हूँ, एक मेनलैंड, एक आपका फ्री जोन, और दूसरा ऑफशोर। और फ्री जोन भी 2 जोन्स में डिवाइड किए जा सकते हैं, दैट इज ऑफशोर, ओ सॉरी, दैट इज फ्री जोन्स which is and other are designated free zones। अब डेजिग्नेटेड फ्री जोन्स वो हैं जिसको इंडिया में मैं एसईजेड की तरह ट्रीट करता हूं, दे आर कवर्ड इन अ बाउंड्री, एंड उनके अंदर दैट कैन बी अ कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स फ्री। क्योंकि एक सबसे बड़ा मिथ अभी भी दुबई में है, कई कंसल्टेंट जो बिजनेस सेटअप कंसल्टेंट है, they are giving the consultancy to client that all free zones means tax free zones. So mark my words, that is not at all correct। फ्री जोन का मतलब ये नहीं है कि टैक्स फ्री जोन्स हैं। कंडीशन फॉलो करनी पड़ेंगी, क्वालिफाइंग कंडीशंस अगर हमने फॉलो करी हैं तो हम फ्री जोन, हम टैक्स फ्री कंपनी बन पाएंगे। तो ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। दूसरा, अगर अब बात करते हैं कि दुबई में जाके प्रैक्टिस करनी ही क्यों है, क्योंकि अर्निंग, वी कैन अर्न दैट मनी इन इंडिया, बट व्हाई टू दुबई? बेसिकली अगर हम आज अपने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट सिनेरियो की बात करें, तो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट सिनेरियो में बार बार एक मैं हल्द्वानी में हूँ, बिकॉज आई एम यहाँ पे मैं इलेक्शन के चक्कर में घूम रहा हूँ, तो नए यंगस्टर से मिल रहा हूँ, सीनियर से मिल रहा हूँ, तो मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन सबसे ज्यादा डेवलप हो रहा है कि everything is compliance. We are spending so much time in compliance and we are getting a very less remuneration। बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल करेक्ट है। दैट्स वाई हम लोग अपने आप को दुबई की तरफ ले जा सकते हैं कि वहाँ कंप्लायंस का इतना बड़ा वो नहीं है। टाइम आएगा, वहां पे भी कंप्लायंसेस जब से ये कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स आया बढ़ती जा रही हैं, लेकिन अभी वहां पर स्कोप ऑफ वर्क, बिजनेसेस हैं जो अकाउंटिंग और नहीं करते थे आज तक, कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स आने के बाद ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन हैव टू मेंटेन द अकाउंट्स। वहां पे अकाउंटेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट है। एक बहुत छोटा सा एग्जांपल लूंगा कि अकाउंटेंट की कितनी रिक्वायरमेंट है और कितनी अवेलेबिलिटी है। मैंने अभी, मेरे को अपनी फॉर्म के लिए एक अकाउंटेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट थी, आई हैव पोस्टेड दैट रिक्वायरमेंट। बिलीव मी, आई गॉट अ 650 रिज्यूम फॉर दैट पोस्ट ऑफ अकाउंटेंट। आउट ऑफ 650 पोस्ट, 150 posts are from the newly qualified chartered accountant. Those want to job in Dubai in a 5,000 to 10,000 dirham only. तो रीजन क्या है? क्योंकि दे आर ट्रीटिंग दैट एक्सचेंज के हिसाब से उनको इंडिया में भी यही मिल रहा है, वहां पे मिलेगा, लेकिन दुबई में ग्रोथ होने के चांसेस है। क्यों? बिजनेस कम्युनिटी दुबई में रेगुलरली ग्रोथ कर रही है। जैसे अगर बात करें, जैसे इंडिया और अभी जो दुबई गवर्नमेंट का पैक्ट हुआ है, जैसे इंडिया की चाइना का है, चाइना का बहुत टाइम पहले वहां पे एक ड्रैगन मार्ट है, वो ड्रैगन मार्ट ऑलरेडी सारी शॉप है। Likewise, India and Dubai government is now planning for a opening of Bharat Mart, जिससे businessmen of India can go there and they can take their shops. तो मार्केट में दुबई का भी नाम है और इंडियन बिजनेस वहां पे जाके ग्रोथ कर रहा है। जब इंडियन बिजनेसमैन जाएगा वहां पर काम करने, तो नो डाउट फर्स्ट एंड utmost priority of businessman is our Indian chartered accountant, which is close to him. मेरा अगर मैं बिजनेसमैन होता, तो सबसे पहले मैं अपने गाजियाबाद से मैं बिलोंग करता हूँ, तो मैं गाजियाबाद के चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट को चूज करता, या जो मैं एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस में हूँ तो मेरा जो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है उसी को मैं अप्रोच करता। तो आज की डेट में अगर मैं बात करूं तो हमें अपने बिजनेस को अगर सेटअप करना है, अब बात करते हैं मैं क्लाइंट सोर्स कहां से आऊंगा। सो सर देखो, हमारी फैमिली बहुत बड़ी है। We are approximated 5,50,000 chartered accountant and students को मिला लूं, so we are 10 lakh family। तो अभिषेक आगे अभी एडवर्टाइजमेंट टूल्स और वो बताएंगे। अभिषेक आपका सेशन है ना अभी आगे? हेलो?
या पुनज, या
हाँ, तो मैं अभिषेक अभी आपको सोशल मीडिया, अभी आपका सेशन है इसके बाद।
या
तो अभिषेक आपको बताएंगे टूल्स के बारे में, लेकिन मैं बता रहा हूँ हमारी फैमिली इतनी बड़ी फैमिली है, 10 लाख चार्टेड 10 लाख की फैमिली है। तो हम लोग अगर इन्हीं को कंसंट्रेट करेंगे तो वी गेट द क्लाइंट फ्रॉम दीज फैमिली ओनली। तो अगर आप एक सेटअप तैयार करते हो दुबई में और आपके पास क्लाइंट की कमी है, तो बेसिकली आपने इन चार्टेड अकाउंटेंट्स को ये बताना है कि भाई मैं भी दुबई में काम कर रहा हूँ और मैं इस तरह का काम कर रहा हूँ। लाइकवाइज मैं आई अप्रिशिएट आर मेंबर कपिल तलरेजा जी। सर ने अपने आप को दुबई में एक्सपेंड किया और एक्सपेंड करने के बाद उन्होंने जिस तरीके से अपने को सोशल मीडिया और व्हाट्सएप के थ्रू पूरा सर्कुलेट किया, एंड विदाउट ही इज प्रोवाइडिंग हिज एक्सपेंडिंग स्किल्स, कि उन्होंने अपने आप को कैसे एक्सपेंड किया और वो कोई भी सीए कैसे अपने आप को दुबई में सेटअप कर सकता है एक बिना किसी डर के। वो एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि वो एक दो तरीके से फायदामंद है। सर मैं कपिल जी आपकी बिजनेस सीक्रेट थोड़ा सा लीक कर रहा हूँ।
कीजिए ना सर, वही तो अच्छा है।
तो इम्पोर्टेंट उन्होंने अपने आप को एक्सपेंड किया। दो बातें उन्होंने, एक तो सबसे पहला बात ही वांट्स कि मेरे साथ के जो लोग हैं चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, वो क्यों नहीं बेनिफिट उठाएं जो मैं बेनिफिट उठा सकता हूँ। इतना सारा काम है, वो सारा का काम मैं ही क्यों काम करूँ, सब लोग मिलके करते हैं। एंड रियली अप्रिशिएट कपिल जी, आपको अप्रिशिएट करूंगा, आपने एक जो अलग जगह जला रखी है कि सारे के सारे मेरे साथ काम करें, दैट इज वेरी वेरी गुड फॉर यू। एंड सेकंड थिंग, दैट इज बिजनेस। उन्होंने कहा भाई मैं दुबई में काम करता हूँ, 10 लाख मेंबर को बताऊंगा तो कुछ तो मेरे पास आएंगे ही आएंगे। तो दोनों चीजें उन्होंने करी और दोनों ही बेनिफिशियल हैं। तो मैं इस बात पे कहूंगा कि अगर हमें अपने बिजनेस को दुबई में बढ़ाना है तो दुबई में काम बहुत है, लेकिन सबसे पहले बार बार मैं आपसे ये बात बोल रहा हूँ कि अपने इंडियन नेटवर्क को बढ़ाइए। दूसरी बात, जब हमें बिजनेस को सेटअप करना होता तो जैसे हमने अपना कोई बिजनेस का कोई फंडा चेंज नहीं होता, चाहे कोई कंट्री हो, फंडा वही है। जब मैंने अपनी प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट करी तो सबसे पहले स्टार्ट करते वक्त मैंने ये सोचा मेरा रेफरल कौन होगा, कौन मेरे को काम दे सकता है। तो मैंने सबसे पहले उस पर टारगेट किया, तो यही काम दुबई में करना है कि मैं दुबई जाऊंगा तो मेरा पहला क्लाइंट कौन हो सकता है। तो मेरे हिसाब से अगर मैं अपनी बात करूं तो सबसे पहला क्लाइंट होगा जो मेरा एग्जिस्टिंग इंडियन क्लाइंट है हु वांट टू एक्सपेंड इन दुबई। दैट इज माय मोस्ट एंड इम्पोर्टेंट क्लाइंट। तो मुझे पहले उसको बताना होगा भाई दुबई में आप जा सकते हो और ये प्रोविजन है। तो अगर वो मेरी बात से सेटिस्फाई होगा तो ही विल डेफिनेटली गिव योर वर्क। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट फिर उसके बाद इंडियन क्लाइंट्स जब आपके साथ जुड़ना शुरू होंगे तो आपकी हिम्मत बनेगी, फिर आप कहोगे चलो मैं दुबई जाता हूँ, अब दुबई के क्लाइंट ग्रैब करता हूँ। दुबई के क्लाइंट ग्रैब करने के लिए सबसे पहली बात करते हैं, वहां पर आपके जानने वाले कितने लोग हैं। अगर आपके जानने वाले जितने भी रेफरल्स है, आप उनसे मिलिए और उनसे बात करिए कि यार मैं सेटअप कर रहा हूँ। तो सच मानिए, मैंने अभी तक अपने 1 साल का जो टेन्योर है दुबई में बताया, उस टेन्योर से ये चीज सीखी कि विदेश में अगर आपके पड़ोस में, इंडिया में अगर कोई दोस्त है आपका, कोई भाई रह रहा है और आप उससे मदद मांगने जाओगे तो शायद एक बार के लिए वो मदद ना करे। लेकिन अगर आप दुबई गए हो, मैं दुबई की बात कर रहा हूँ, अगर आप दुबई गए हो और आप अपने किसी भाई बंधु से जाके मदद मांगोगे, सर वो मदद जरूर करेगा। वहां पर एक जो एक्शन है ना, दैट इज, तो वो आपको मिलेगी। तो पहले वो दूसरा कि आप आगे, अपने
Puneet, sorry to interrupt you, but
I
your
think
voice is
Puneet ji, your voice is again, breaking down. Yeah. Hello. I think so Puneet's, I mean, he's facing a technical issue. As I mentioned, he's in Haldwani right now, and probably there could be network issues over there, and that is where the things are not the network is not good over there. Now, I think once he joins, we can get back him again for Q&A, which we are receiving in the Q&A box. Guys, please feel free to post your all queries in the Q&A section. You can also type in chat box, but chat goes on and on to us. So you can also put down your specific questions in the Q&A section, so that we at a relevant time we'll be there to answer your Q&A thing. I hope this session is getting more knowledgeable. You are able to understand the Dubai market through Kapil and Puneet, what they have explained. So that is where let me just take it ahead. And obviously we are also having a Q&A session again, once we complete certain things. But yeah, before that, let me just ask you one question, and to make the session more interactive, let me just ask you one question right now. I'm also sharing my screen so that we relate to that why we are here. And now, as you all have joined this webinar, what I understand is that uh, somewhere we all are thinking about expanding our practice. We want to not only practice in India with Indian clientele, but we also want to practice in UAE. We also want to expand our practice in other jurisdictions like UK, US, which all other people are doing. And some of whom you have joined, you are also into that practice as well. And UAE is a good market, as has been explained by Kapil and Puneet, that there are many laws which can be practiced over there, many services which can be given by chartered accountants over there. Indian chartered accountants, possessing a special level of intellect, they can serve client at a quality, giving the same amount of quality which the overseas consultants may also give. So that is what the preposition is. But as we are talking about this all things, to start, whenever I start a session which pertains to marketing, branding, or sales, I just ask one basic question to all CAs. When I'm interacting with CAs, I will only ask one question in the beginning. What is that question? That can you tell me that what are the two most important things which are required for selling of services, the CA services? Can anybody please tell me what are the two most important things in the chat box which you require for selling of services? Okay, Nikun says knowledge. Please type your comments in the chat box. Let us make this session a bit more interactive, so that you come to an understanding that what we are trying to put down here, what Kapil, Puneet ji were trying to say. They have explained well. But yeah, what are the two most important things required for selling of services? Okay, Hemant says integrity and knowledge. Thanks, Hemant, for responding. Quality of service, timely service, referrals, knowledge, experience, client, KYC, trust and connect, personal branding. Okay, branding I take up. Okay, that's a good answer. Understanding the services, ability to market your knowledge, and networking. Good. Thanks for responding. Now, technically, as you can see, two most important things, which technically, I have not been taught when I was learning for CA, or we being CA, we are not taught this, very clearly. But when we are into business, we then, after getting an experience, we come to know that, okay, this were the two most important things for selling of services. Because right now we are talking about business, right? What are the two most important things? Right? Before that, you need to understand that what are the phases of sales. Like, there are two phases where you sell the services. आप services actually sell करते हो when you are engaged by the client, right? तब आप जाके operations करेंगे, तब आप जाके execution करेंगे. But there's a pre-sale phase which goes on, right? Pre-sale phase में, these are the two most important things which you required for selling that services. आपको client आपको engage करे, उसके लिए दो बहुत main चीज होती है. These two things are, first is market knowledge and product branding. Market knowledge is basically you should be aware about the practices which are going to that market, how you will render the services, what could be the pricing for that services. Someone answered here, or with regards to pricing of services, what are the opportunities in target market. So that is what we call market knowledge. हम एक bucket में पार्क करते हैं वो सारी की सारी knowledge को, that is what we call market knowledge. That is one of the important thing. But second most important is product branding, personal branding or service branding. People miss on that, right? हमको जाके काम तो करना है, लेकिन उससे पहले हमें बेचना भी तो पड़ेगा ना. So that is where these are the two most important things which you require to sell the services. And then after, once you are engaged by the client, then you sell the services. Now the question may arise that how do you create your own branding? Now, for answering this, let me also tell you one thing, that customer you show, I'm just put down here in a presentation that what you show is what you establish before your target market, which is your customer, right? Which are your customers. So what your modern day customer sees is your LinkedIn profile, your firm profile, your credentials, your followers on page, how you communicate during calls, your website, right? I don't have website, but I have a good branding over LinkedIn. So these are the things which your customer will see, and appropriately you will be able to create your brand in your customer's mind. I have a very limited time to speak on this, but yeah, I hope you understand that. Now, saying this, let me introduce also one of the things which we are bringing right now. Again, we did that in June 24, and it was a successful tour. Again, we are introducing a CA business tour before you. That is, we are coming with a CA business tour in the month of January. That is from 21st to 25th. But before going about the tour details, which Mustafa will explain, let me introduce Jiten into this call. And Jiten and Romil, they will be able to explain you what benefits they have got from the last tour, so that they will be giving you the feedbacks on what they did, how they created business out of that, what they learned from that tool, so that you get an understanding that if you also are a chartered accountant, if you wish to expand your business in Dubai, and if you want to create a personal brand before your clientele, existing clientele and prospective clientele, how this tool is going to help you out. I hand over the thing to Jiten, who will have his own experience, and then after Mustafa will come back to explain the two details, what is in this tour, and how how we will be able to set up. How we will be able to what we will be doing in this entire tour. Yeah, Jiten, over to you.
Hi, so I'm afraid Jiten had to exit because something urgent has come up.
Okay,
I would
okay,
request
sure.
Romil to please take the conversation forward.
Yeah, sure. Romil, you can. Yeah. Romil, you're on mute. Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I was on mute. So, hello, friends. I'm CA Romil Shah. I had been into the business of wealth management and taxation advisory. Okay. So I had in June 2024, I had been went through the CABIL business tour. Okay, and I had been a part of the CABIL group for quite some time, but then they come up with this kind of a tour, and I was exploring a new jurisdiction. Prior to that, I was working with the corporate and Big Four. So for me, it was like starting my fresh practice altogether. And I said, ki, when I'm starting out and spending right now, why not let me try even see the opportunity which the overseas it's offering. And for me, the Dubai was one of the most preferable location because of its proximity to India. That is the first thing. Second thing, it provides you the diverse culture you can meet. And as Kapil already highlighted, it gives you access to the people from various other different countries. So these are the core benefits. Now, to start with and begin with, I had never been to Dubai earlier. Okay, so for me, it was the first time I had to go, and I was afraid that when I'm planning to go to Dubai, whether I'll be not spending my just excuse me for 1 second, just 1 second. Yeah, sorry guys. So the only intention is that when I'm going to Dubai, whether it would be a fruitful or it would be just like I'll be roaming out and just meeting some random chartered accountants. So fortunately, Kabil came up with this kind of a business tour, and we went. The biggest advantage which I found is that we got to know at some of the clear locations like DIFC, DMCC, then Jabal Ali. So these were the locations which normally you do not have access to unless you are going as a group. Second thing, while you would always find that who will be entertaining you when you are a group of around 20-25 people, there would be a dedicated arrangement, and that's why they would be giving you a quality time and entertain you and give a detailed presentation on what opportunities are available there. So second thing which is there is you would be having a lot of networking opportunities because as like we were the group of around 20 chartered accountants which we went. So I got to interact with many people from across the locations of India, including Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Pune, Surat, so even Punjab. This is the something a best advantage where uh, internally also you'll be able to network for around 10-25 days. Sorry, the video is going off. Yeah, where internally also you'll be able to network with 10-25 people, and you are spending around a good 8 to 10 days with them. So you would get to know each other much better. You would be able to cross sell the services not only in Dubai, even in India. It would be beneficial. Like I had a couple of assignments which I got it from the fellow chartered accountants of the Kabil team, even in India. And it also gave me access to some of the people who were already established in Dubai. So, for example, Kapil and we got to more interaction when we went met in the Kabil group. So even the Punit, he was already established in Dubai. So, but I got to know him better over there. So this is the core advantages of there, that you get a lot of networking opportunities. You get to know the first-hand information with and meet the fellow chartered accountants, which generally you will not be having access to. And yeah, everything would be taken care of. That is the thing which I would like to add from myself. Apart from the value addition and the knowledge which you would get about the taxes and this, which is a second part, and which is a continuous learning. But yes, the access to this people is really important if you really are planning to establish as your service in Dubai. Thank you.
A big thank you to all our speakers. Uh, Romil, Kapil, Puneetji, you guys were super knowledgeable. Thank you once again. Jiten unfortunately had to bail out because of some urgent commitment that he had. But Jiten has successfully entered into channel partnerships where he's getting referral fees from government of Dubai, and he is ready to mentor whoever wants to become a channel partner with the government of Dubai. Now there are two things here. Like we've been discussing, that there are two things. One is you want to shift to Dubai. You want to set up a base in Dubai, and second is that you would want to be in India and probably work with the government of Dubai, create a USP which gives you an edge up from amongst your competitors, that okay, you're connected with Dubai directly. So your clients don't have to rely on a third party agency to probably set up a base in Dubai. You guys can do that yourself. What we are doing, I'll answer the first possibility where you want to go and set up a base in Dubai. Now, what we are doing is we've partnered with all these government organizations there. That includes the mainland and the free zones. If you want to set up your base there, you can go visit these government organizations, meet senior government officers through us, understand the legalities involved, and then have an informed decision of setting up a base there. Also, we will be giving you an access to existing chartered accountants who can become mentors to you, who can handhold you in setting up a base in Dubai. Second possibility is that you guys don't want to set up a base in Dubai, but you want to work with the Dubai government. So if you wanting to work with the Dubai government, we have given you an opportunity where you can go meet senior government officials across the Dubai ecosystem and work with them as channel partners. So being here, you can recommend Dubai to your clients, or even get new clients because you're directly connected with the authorities there. That becomes a very big USP and a very big edge for you from amongst your competitors. So I'll just give you a gist of what we are doing. We are doing a tour, a Dubai business tour. This is our second edition. And this time we are doing this in collaboration with the Department of Economy and Tourism, Government of Dubai. They are the ones who are planning our itinerary this time. However, we already have an existing partners in Dubai who are again other government agencies apart from DET, who we are working with. However, DET is now going to be doing all the itinerary planning. The focus to go to Dubai is basically increase the revenue for our chartered accountants, either through government partnerships or through setting up a base there. Now, 21st January is what we are looking at, starting the tour from 21st January to 25th January. This is from Tuesday to Thursday to Saturday. Why Tuesday to Saturday is because on the weekdays you meet the government offices, and on weekends you do business networking there, where we'll be giving you opportunities to meet business communities and entrepreneurs, founders from Dubai. So you can probably take home some clients. Where all we'll be visiting is, as Puneet and Kapil have been mentioning, we'll be visiting DIFC, which is Dubai International Financial Center. This is the biggest ecosystem in the world for financial companies. You have your venture funds, banks, insurance companies, and all BFSI companies, all based out of DIFC. We'll be visiting DIFC. Now, if you're a chartered accountant, it becomes, and if you want to set up a base in Dubai, it becomes really nice if you want to set up in DIFC, because you get an access to the entire ecosystem there. Apart from DIFC, we are going to be visiting DMCC, which stands for Dubai Multi Commodity Center. That's a free zone for commodity trading. So if you have clients related to gold, diamond, precious stones, metals, etc., it makes sense for them to set up a base in DMCC. We are also going to be visiting Javza, which is also known as Jabal Ali Free Zone. That is the biggest free zone in the world for import-export trading. They have their own port there, they have their own airport there, they have multiple warehousing and manufacturing facilities. Also, they are in collaboration with Government of India, they're coming up with Bharat Mart, as Puneet ji explained. So while you are at Javza, you will be again meeting senior government officers there. You'll be learning more about Bharat Mart if you want to recommend Bharat Mart to your clients here. Also, as far as the port services are concerned, Javza is one of the fastest in the world. The turnaround time is just a few hours. So that is why globally a lot of companies want to be based out of Javza, even to use Javza as a transit port. So that's a huge business opportunity for you guys. Then we have DET, of course. DET is the mainland. It is connected to the Dubai Economic Development Corporation, comes under the Ministry of Economy. So DET basically helps you set up businesses in mainland. So depending on your business requirement, right, you either set up in DIFC, you either set up in Javza, you either set up in DMCC or DET. And there are hundreds of other free zones. These are the biggest ones that I'm talking about. We also have Dubai Chambers of Commerce. So maybe business associations here Dubai. They are all registered under the Dubai Chambers of Commerce. And Dubai Chambers of Commerce also has a head office, India head office in Bombay. So if any one of you has any queries or you want to set up a base there, Dubai Chambers of Commerce are our existing partners. So they will be handholding you, supporting you in setting up a base, or your clients setting up a base there. Now all of that will be provided free of cost to you. Dubai Chambers is a government entity. They will not be charging any fees. While we are in Dubai, we are also going to be visiting Dubai Chambers of Commerce. And as I mentioned, DET, that is Department of Economy and Tourism, they are planning our itinerary. So they may be including other free zones also within our itinerary. Now, these free zones that I spoke about right now are our existing partners. Apart from that, we're going to be doing some business networking there. So we are talking to startup and founder communities, business communities there, where we can create a joint networking so that you have access to local businesses in Dubai who can become your future client. We will also be meeting local CAs in Dubai who can become your mentor if in case you want to set up a base there. So this is what the entire itinerary is all about. Abhishek, if you could please share the itinerary screen. And please let us know through the poll if people are wanting to come down to Dubai with us in January.
Yeah. So Mustafa, it's already shared. Yeah.
Okay. So since we are doing this with the Department of Economy and Tourism, we have limitations in terms of the number of people that we can admit for the.
Yeah.
Hence, please register yourself quickly, and we're going to be admitting people only on first come first serve basis. While I explain to you about what we are exactly going to be doing in Dubai, we are going to be doing that in Dubai in style. So we are going to be staying in one of the most premium hotels there. Local transport is taken care of, breakfast is taken care of. I forgot to add within the itinerary that we are also collaborating with real estate companies. So all of your clients who want to set up a base in Dubai, they will also be looking for real estate. So why to leave a revenue opportunity for us? So we're going to be networking with real estate companies also there, where you can become channel partners for them as well and earn revenue through that. So these are the hotels that you can see on the screen. These are some of the premium hotels that we are talking to. And depending on the availability at the time of our booking, we are going to be staying there.
Mustafa, I would also request you to mention on the expo which is going to happen in this January and in Dubai.
So we have not yet given a go ahead from DET for the expo, but once we get that go ahead, whoever is joining for the tour, we'll be updating you guys. So this is what the whole tour is going to be about. And 21st January to 25th January is the days that we are looking at. So anyone who wants to register, if you register today itself, right, you get a discount, you get prices inclusive of tax. And if you are registering after today, the prices will be exclusive of tax. There is a QR code that is shared with you. We'll request you to pay a token amount of 30,000 if you're registering today itself, and the balance payment will have to be paid by 30th November. If your payments are coming after 30th November, we will have to consider that it is going to be exclusive of tax. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to us on chat or questionnaire that you guys have, and we'll be answering to most of your queries. Some of you guys have reached out to me saying that they want to be a part of CABIL WhatsApp groups. Now, CABIL WhatsApp groups have been active in Pune, Surat, Ahmedabad, and Bangalore. We are yet to launch in other cities. If you are belonging to any other city, you can probably initiate something there, and we'll be more than happy to support you guys. Some members also asked me that, okay, we are talking about getting businesses from India to Dubai. What about getting business from Dubai to India? So we are doing curated activities which are going to be announced in the coming weeks with Dubai Chambers of Commerce, where those will be sector specific activities. So we'll be doing some things for gems and jewelry, textile, automobiles, AI. These activities will ensure that our Indian manufacturers are able to find new customers in Dubai. So any of your clients we'll be announcing the sectors very soon. So any of your clients who are a part of those sectors, they'll obviously they can get opportunities there, and they'll be able to find new customers and clients. We are collaborated with DIFC, where we are going to give Indian businesses and startups access to their startup the venture capital funds and angel networks based out of DIFC. So that is also going to be in pipeline in the coming weeks. So right now, any of you guys want to join the tour, please join today. And anyone has any queries, my phone numbers have been mentioned there. I am reading all your questions and chats. We will be coming back to you soon on all the queries that you guys have. You can reach out to me also directly on WhatsApp. So as I mentioned that we are trying to create more and more revenue opportunities for chartered accountants. So how I see chartered accountants is that chartered accountants are the backbone of the entire business and financial ecosystem. So even if we are creating sector specific programs, chartered accountants are going to be a part, chartered accountants are going to be the heart of the program that we create. We've also done these collaborations with Government of India, and those programs will be announced very soon. Once again, today, if you guys are participating in the Dubai business tour, you don't have to pay tax. It is inclusive of tax. If you are not participating now, you want to register sometime later, think about it, register. Unfortunately, that is going to be exclusive of tax. I would request you guys to please register it as quickly as possible. And I thank you all for attending the webinar. It was great having you guys here. I will Probably if you guys have noted down my number, that's great, or I'll read out my number. My number is 988-140-1250. You guys can reach out to me directly if you guys have any queries. And please be active. We will be coming up with more such webinars and more such activities in future. So please be active and please be engaged with us. Thank you so much. You guys were a lovely audience.
Yeah. So thank you guys. So your queries are there. I think now we can also take up let me just take certain queries related to Dubai's business scenario. Already there are already Kapil, Punitji, Mustafa, they have answered to your Q&A as well. But yeah, in case if any query is open, I'm just checking that. Okay, if a CA is working in a CA firm in India as a professional employee, how can he or she get into Dubai and start? Please guide. Kapil, you may answer this query.
So it depends on how are you planning to move ahead. If you're looking for entering to Dubai via job, like if you're looking to start with a job in Dubai, and ideally you need to plan to travel here and then approach to the employers who are looking to who are looking for the job seekers. Now, if you are looking for the experience side, then I can say like knowledge is not a big issue, because even our institute is providing the certificate courses on UAE corporate tax as well as on UAE VAT. So probably these are the two main laws that you have to study if you're looking to start your job or practice, right? And you need to remain. I mean, if I talk about the certificate courses, then ideally these are announced on the ICA digital portal, if I'm not wrong. Then you can go over there and just register yourself whenever there is an announcement for the certificate courses. Apart from this, the laws are very much simpler as compared to the Indian laws. If you are routinely practicing into Indian laws, then ideally I can say the laws of UAE, but be it be the corporate tax or be it be the VAT, both are very much simpler as compared to the laws we have in India. In India, we have a very much complex laws as compared to the same. For the chartered accountants, it's very much easy to understand the laws of UAE particularly. So from the knowledge side, there is no issue. But it depends on you whether you want to go for a job or for a practice. Ideally, if you're going for a practice, then as I had mentioned in the chat as well at that time, one of the attendee had asked about this question. Then ideally there's no need to start with the job. You can directly start with the practice, because we being a chartered accountant are very much aware about, and we can very much interpret the laws. If you are able to interpret the laws of India, then the laws of UAE are very much simpler. So there is no need to do the job if you are looking to start with the practice. Yeah. Abhishek, any other questions?
Yeah, thanks, Kapil, for sharing the responses. Now, one more question is there. What are the so we are taking questions one by one as and when we are seeing that. So please bear with us. We'll answer all of your questions. Rest assured. So the question which we have got from one anonymous attendee is that what are the licensing requirements to practice as a CA in Dubai?
So for bookkeeping and any kind of services apart from the audit license, there is no such requirement from the UAE government. You can straightforward start with taking. I mean, you can just straightforward start with taking the license in your company name, and accordingly you can start providing the services in UAE. For specifically, if I talk about the audit license, then there are some restrictions that you need to have experience of minimum 2 years in UAE, particularly for providing the services related to the taxation and auditing. The said services can be like if you are saying that you will be in UAE for next 2 years for providing the services, not physically, but let's say if you are taking the license virtually and you are providing you just start providing services for all these related sectors, then ideally you will be able to qualify. Apart from this, there are uh, 2 or 3 subjects there for which you need to provide the exam. So once you have given that exam, the exam is very much simpler as compared to the Indian laws. So once you have cleared those 2 or 3 subjects examination, you are good to go. But the main condition is related to the experience. So if you are looking to take the audit license particularly, then you will have to wait for 2 years. 2 years in the sense you will have to apply for the job, or you will have to take your own company license. You will have to create your own company which can provide the bookkeeping and taxation related services in UAE. Once you have applied for that license, after that particular period, after 2 years, you can apply for the auditing license as well. Some of you have also asked about the local sponsor or local person requirement. There's no need of local sponsor, even if you are looking for taking the audit license. Earlier, it was a requirement, but now for audit license, you don't need the local sponsor. Apart from this, for rest of the services, including the internal audit services, there's no such requirement. You can come and start your services. You can start with the company. You can just start with your company, and you can start with provision of the services.
Okay, thanks, Kapil, for the response. One of the question which we have got on the tour, do we need to clear the payment before 30th November? Yeah, so if you clear the payment before 30th November for this tour, then the 85,000, I mean, you have to pay only 85,000, which includes technically taxes, that is GST and TCS, which we are required to collect for, organizing this tour, with regards to this tour. And if you are clearing after 30th November, the payment, as Mustafa also mentioned that as DET is involved and they have very limited number of delegate, they only accept a limited number of delegates, so that is where we have restriction on number of participants. So if you're clearing before 30 November to book your seat, it's good, you will get a discount of taxes. So if you're clearing after 30 November, then there will be additional levy of taxes, which is GST and TCS, that we'll have to collect from you.
I am also wanting to add something here is that because we are doing this with the government authorities, they will want to see everyone's profiles, whoever is visiting. And because Dubai, the financial year endings are December, January, most of these guys are not going to be available after say 10th or 15th of December. So that is why we will have to send out confirmed names as early as possible, say by the first week of December only, so that they can, they can go through all your profiles and they'll be well prepared to welcome you all to Dubai. So hence request you all, even if you please let us know now itself if you want to come to with us. So once you confirm, once you register, we will also be sharing a Google form with you. That will be a slightly detailed form which you'll be required to fill. All these details will be sent to the government. Any more questions anyone has?
For practice related questions, you can reach out to Kapil, Puneet, Romil, and Jiten. We'll share their numbers with you. If you have any questions related to practicing Dubai, how to set up the practice, what are the costs involved, etc., you can obviously reach out to them for further consultations, that how they have got into this Dubai market and how they have been benefited from this tour as well. How they have built their own international brand of their CA or consulting firms, respectively, and how they do render the services. We'll be sharing that number of CA Kapil, CA Punit Sakuja, CA Romil Shah, and CA Jiten Goswami, and my number as well, in case if you want to discuss anything with me as well. So feel free to reach out. But yeah, so this is the tour, and that is where it is as a personal experience, branding is required for CA firms these days. Unless and until you don't brand yourselves before the clients, there's no meaning, there's no thinking about expansion in that case. So see to it. Anything to add, Mustafa, Kapil, Romil, to this part, or
So a few members have also asked if we'll be emailing the itinerary to them. Yes, we will be emailing itinerary to each one of you.
They'll be also available on website as well. Yeah.
It's going to be available on our website. That's cabil.org, cabil.org. You can visit the website and see the itinerary there also. As Abhishek rightly said, he's given all our phone numbers. I've already shared my number with you. You guys can reach out to us directly if you guys have any more queries. Thank you all so much.
Thank you all. Thank you all for joining this webinar and giving your precious time to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kapil. Thanks, Romil. Thanks, we both are present. I think Puneet and Jiten has left, but yeah, thank you to both of you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
you,
answering
thank
all
you,
the
everyone.
inquiries and enlightening towards this Dubai market scenario. Thank you, Kapil, and thank you, Romil. And thank you, Mustafa.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks, Abhishek. Thanks, Mustafa.
Okay.